Hey everyone, so this video is going to be a review on my Femme blushes. Now I've had them for quite a while and I wanted to wait till I completed the palette before I did a review on them. So I'm just going to basically talk about them and where I got them from and just, yeah, a review on these blushes. So I discovered these blushes from watching Goss Makeup Artist, who a few months back had talked about these blushes that he had discovered and how cheap they were and how pigmented they were, and for the price and for the amount that you get in a pan. He basically raved about them. So I had also YouTubed the Femme blushes and also watched other people do their reviews on them, and I just had to get these blushes. I was really happy that they actually sold it in the UK. It's from the US, you can get it from the US. I think it's from makeupmania.com, but they sell it in the UK in a couple of sites. One is lovemakeup.co.uk and cocktailcosmetics.co.uk. I'll leave the links below in the description box. So I went ahead and ordered I think I ordered 3 the first time, plus the palette that it comes in. This is a 12 pan palette, so you can hold 12 shades, 12 blushes. So I had to basically YouTube, because normally before I buy things I try to go on YouTube and see if anybody else with the same skin tone as me have these colours and have these shades that will complement my skin tone before I order, because obviously I could not swatch these shades in person. So I first ordered, I'm not sure which ones I ordered first. I ordered Bordeaux, Magenta and Cinnebar or something at the start, and then as time went on I decided to add some more. So hopefully I can remember what these shades are, because I have not labelled them yet, and they're all behind the pan. So I'll just go through the ones I have. I do have a missing blush because the one I bought, which I do have, for some reason doesn't actually fit into that space, which is very strange for a blush. It just doesn't fit, because I'm sure they were designed for it to fit in that compartment. So I will show you anyway. So I think the first one, actually I'm going to have to check because I'm not quite sure. So the first one I have, oh, the sun is finally out. Just after I just filmed the tutorial, it decides to come out anyway. So the first one, which is this shade, I really hope you can see this shade. No, you really can't, can you? Yeah, that's the first shade I had. This is called Peach Sparkle. It's basically a peachy colour with a slight sheen to it, very subtle, as you can see. It's really pretty colour as well. The next one is Cinnebar, which is I would have said this was a peach shade as well. It has a slight sparkle to it, but it's more like on the orangey side, as you can see. These are so pigmented, it's unbelievable. With just one swatch it's like so pigmented. So I'll just show you the first two again and try and blend them out, because they are quite powdery. So the first one, that's Peach Sparkle, sort of pinky peach. Second one is Cinnebar, which you can see more of like a peachy orange. The third one, which is that one, which is a brown with some red undertones, that's called Sienna. That's brown with a slight red undertone to it, as you can see. The next one is one of my favourites, which is Bordeaux. It's like a plummy colour with shimmer to it. That's Bordeaux there. The next one along is just basically red. It's a matte red. Oh no, it's not matte. It's not quite matte. It's matte with some. Most of these shades have slight shimmer to it as well. It is matte and it does have some sort of shimmer, but you really can't see it once it is swatched. So that's the red. In the pan it looks like it's got shimmer, but when it's applied it doesn't seem to have it. And then the next one, which is the bottom one, this is called Golden Sunset. This is one I normally use quite a lot in my tutorials. It's like a rosy colour with some gold undertones to it. Rosy pink colour with a gold undertones to it, which is quite a nice one as well. The next one along is Brick Red, which you can see. This is a matte, I've run out of swatch fingers. This is a matte, like, it's like a dark red, sort of. That's it right there. The next shade is this one, which is like a bluey pink, a pink with blue undertones, and I believe that's called Flamingo Pink. It's a very light pink, like a bubblegum pink type colour. There you go. The next one along is Magenta, which is more like a fuchsia pink. And this is a matte shade. That's it at the bottom. These colours are so pretty. And the last one is called Purple Passion, which just basically looks like that. It's a nice purple shade. And now I'll swatch that as well. And there it goes. It looks more like a bluey purple. So those are all the shades that I have. I tried to make them quite different from each other and try to get the ones that would actually complement my skin tone. So basically these blushes are very pigmented. You get quite a lot in the pan. I'm not quite sure the size of it. I missed out the last shade, which was supposed to be Heather. I thought this would be more like a goldy colour, but it came out not quite that shade when I got it. It's quite a, I don't know what this shade is. That's the shade it swatches at. Yeah. So these blushes retail for $2.95, I believe. So affordable. If you're starting out with makeup, this is for people, for beginners, for makeup, and also for makeup artists who want to basically fill up their kit. If you don't want to spend so much money buying individual blushes, say from MAC or NARS or any other high-end stores, I would definitely go for Femme, because they are so affordable. They don't come off as chalky, they don't come off as being dry and horrible looking. They are so affordable. So, you know, you can always build up your palettes. I also got this palette as well. I'm not quite sure how much the palette retails for, but I'll put the price and the link below. But it's definitely something to invest in if you don't want to spend so much. You can definitely find dupes of the MAC shades in these palettes, for these blushes. Just a matter of doing your research and having to look at swatches and stuff. So you definitely don't have to spend £16 or over, or however it is in US for MAC blushes. They are so worth it, so affordable. I literally reach for them a lot more than my other blushes. I have sleek blushes as well, but I tend to reach for this palette quite a lot in my tutorials, if you've already noticed. So I would definitely recommend you get this if you're starting out with blushes, to do a whole range of colours as well. If you're looking for neutrals, for more bright colours, and for more funky colours like the purples and, you know, the bright pinks and the bright reds. So it's definitely caters to everyone. So obviously if you're in the US, you know you can get them from makeupmania.com. If you're not in the US, from the UK, lovemakeup.co.uk, do it. So does Cocktail Cosmetics and also Genie Cosmetics. As I googled and randomly found that one as well. So please go have a look at that, and you can definitely YouTube shades and colours for your skin type, and then you can also buy, if you're not quite sure, because sometimes the shades, the swatches on the website are not so true to colour, so it helps to actually YouTube and type in the name of the blushes and see how it is if somebody else has swatched it, and see how it is, how it would look on your skin tone. But I'll definitely put the link put all the names of the blushes I do have in the bottom as well if you didn't quite get them. If you're wondering what would complement your skin tone, if you're close to my skin tone or lighter or darker, it definitely is universal. It can definitely complement any skin tone. I'm so happy that I did come across it. There's so many other YouTubers out there as well who have done reviews on this, and might be your skin tone or darker or lighter if you want to have a look a lot more blush choices. So yeah, that's all I have to say really. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you in my next video. Bye guys.